After a bombastic month in July where we had a lot of launches, August is looking slightly boring in terms of launches if you ask me. Of course, there are still a bunch of phones to look forward to and I've picked out the 6 best ones in this list. So if you're here for the very first time, I'm Ershad, you're watching Trakin English, your destination for detailed, incisive gadget reviews. Alright, let's start off by talking about the Redmi 12. Yes, I know that a lot of you guys have said that Ershad, you don't recommend budget phones. So the Redmi 12 5G is expected to come under Rs 15,000 and the launch date is expected to be on August 1st. Now this phone has a large 6.79-inch Full HD Plus display with 90Hz refresh rate as well. But the good thing about it is, of course, the fact that it comes with Qualcomm's Snapdragon 4 Gen 2, and that actually is a very powerful processor for this price category. And then you can expect 8GB of RAM, 50MP dual camera setup, and Android 13 out of the box. But more importantly, it's apparently going to come with a glass back as well, which is of course a rarity in phones in this price class nowadays. So from 15,000, I'm directly jumping to the under 30,000 price category, and in this, I'm going to be talking about the Infinix GT 10 series, the GT 10 Pro and the GT 10 Pro Plus. Now this phone is interesting because apparently it is going to follow Nothing's transparent design formula. No, it's not going to be entirely transparent, but it's going to have LED lights on the back and it's got that gamer aesthetic going for it. It does look very interesting, but it's definitely not a novel design for sure. But considering this is in the GT series, I expected them to be performance-oriented phones, but the GT 10 Pro will apparently come with Dimensity 7050 and the 10 Pro Plus will come with Dimensity 1300. Both not very powerful processors in this price category. They should have used a Snapdragon 7 Gen 2 at least. Anyway, the rest of the specs include a 108 megapixel triple camera setup and a 5000 mAh battery as well. Are you guys excited for the Infinix GT 10 series? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, by the way, it's launching in the first week of August. I forgot to tell you that. Now that we've spoken about the budget and mid-range phones, the next set of phones are all going to be premium flagship and foldable phones. So, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 and the Z Fold 5 are launching really soon. In fact, they're launching in July itself, but the India launch will happen in August. Let's start off by talking about the Z Flip 5. There are a lot of renders that have started leaking, and the Flip 5 will of course come with a larger cover screen to compete with the Moto Razr Plus, or as it is known as the Razr 40 Ultra in India. Now this phone will also come with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 inside, but the outer display is a large 3.4-inch AMOLED screen, that's the cover screen, and on the inside you'll get a 6.7-inch once unfolded. Then you can expect a 12 plus 12MP dual camera setup, maybe a 3700 mAh battery and 25-watt fast charging of course is going to be there, and I'm presuming IP rating plus wireless charging should also be there on the Z Flip 5. Now the Z Fold 5 on the other hand is looking like a tame update entirely because there's not much that has changed in terms of the design from whatever renders we've seen. So it'll have a 6.2-inch cover display on the outside and a 7.6-inch unfolded tablet style display on the inside. And of course these are going to be Samsung AMOLED panels. They're going to be extremely high quality and rich, and hopefully Samsung has also improved the hinge mechanism and made it even better. Now this phone will have a 50MP triple camera setup, Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 inside, a 4400 mAh battery as well. And of course again it'll have 25-watt fast charging. Now both of these phones, the Z Flip 5 and the Fold 5, are launching in Korea on the 26th of July, but it'll come to India later like I mentioned before. You know, a Realme GT flagship, the GT Neo 5 didn't come to India, but rumors of the GT Neo 6 are coming in strong, and hopefully it comes to India as well, because Realme generally when it launches a phone with a flagship processor, it prices it very aggressively. So it would be very interesting to see how it prices this, the Realme GT Neo 6 with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. And of course it'll have a 6.7-inch AMOLED display, 1.5K resolution and 144Hz touch sampling rate is what the rumors are saying. And you can expect a 50MP triple camera, 4600 mAh battery, but most importantly 240-watt fast charging speeds. Yes, this will be able to charge the battery from 0 to 100 in about 8 to 9 minutes. Just crazy. Now the GT Neo 6 is expected to launch in the end of August. Hopefully it'll come to India later, but we'll have to wait and watch. Now finally, this is the most exciting launch of August. Trust me, OnePlus's first foldable phone. Apparently, it's going to be called OnePlus Open. Now, this phone is going to be a book-style foldable similar to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. It'll have a 6.3-inch cover screen and a 7.8-inch screen on the inside. Both will be AMOLED panels for sure. High refresh rate, 120Hz should be present as well. It's going to be interesting to see how OnePlus has built the hinge. Now, this phone is also expected to come with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and a 4800 mAh battery inside. But most importantly, it'll have a 64MP triple camera setup with one periscope camera as well. Now, this is something that I have been waiting on OnePlus flagships for the longest time. So if it gives us 3x or 5x, that will be fantastic. I think that OnePlus is doing the good thing by actually keeping the periscope camera for its most expensive flagship phones. So at least it makes sense. And the launch for the OnePlus Open is also rumored to be on the 29th of August. Only thing I hope and wish for is there are no green lines on that phone. Alright, so that was my list of 6 phones that are launching in August. But here's an interesting thing. There is a new brand that's going to be coming, or actually an old brand making a comeback. Honor. Now, there were a lot of rumors talking about Madhav Seth moving out of Realme and joining Honor, and there seems to be some truth or credibility to that statement, because there was a leak which said that Honor Night branded phones are, have been registered and they might be coming to India, and on Madhav's Twitter account there is a reference of Night as well. And apart from that, Madhav was also spotted at the Honor 90 launch, so it's going to be really interesting to see where this goes. I am actually kind of excited for the comeback of Honor. I mean, Honor used to make great phones. I hope that we get to see some really good stuff in India if it does happen. What do you guys think? Will it happen or not? Let me know in the comment section below. So which one of these upcoming devices are you excited for? I'd love to know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep tracking and stay safe.